Poppy Playtime is undoubtedly one of my favorite horror games ever, only second to FNAF, because it changed the indie horror game industry so much and put a new expectation for the games. A couple reasons it's so good is because instead of just throwing crappy jump scares at you, it actually tries to use the aroma and space around you to scare you. And it also uses atmosphere too. And the way the toys watch you in some parts of the games, like in chapter 1 when Huggy was in the vents, or in chapter 3 where you can find catnap, stalking you like a cat would. Even in chapter 2, Mommy Longlegs just randomly popped out of nowhere. They actually use different genres of horror in their games. But excuse my yapping. That is why I will be giving you a guide on how to theoretically survive the Poppy Playtime monsters. Let's get into it. First, we must speak of the factory itself because it is fucking giant. The biggest factory in the world is some factory in Washington State. So, doing just quick, thinking, it's probably the same size of it. Not from the outside alone, but in the inside too, because there's underground parts of the factory. I'm talking this place is Disneyland level of giant. There's not a, exact size of it, but it can probably get around to, couple hundred or if not 1,000 acres. It is crazy how big it is, leaving so much spots for you to hide from these monsters. There are many monsters, I think around, 10 or 20. None of them have, supernatural powers, though, like FNAF does. They can be compared to wild animals, but probably a little bit nerfed, but still basically just biologically made animals. The Hour of Joy is like Poppy Playtime's Bite of 87, where randomly all the toys were probably leaded by the prototype to just kill everyone in the factory. Around hundreds, if not thousands of people were just torn apart randomly. I don't think any of them survived, which is crazy to think about, showing just how dangerous these toys are. And to think logically, at least one of those people had to have hid and been found. So these toys have, good ways to find you. They're experienced. Now, you would be thinking to try to fight back, but all of them are 18 feet tall monsters, weigh around 1,000 pounds, and all of them have been shown to easily just lift and tear people apart. So even if you had a gun, most likely you're losing, even with Missed Daylight, which you could try escaping, which would be a really good method, but most likely you're already too deep, so you can't just run out without one of the monsters killing you. The grab packs are strong, being able to rip people's heads off, but they probably have no effect on the monsters. Getting to know most of the monsters, a good 75% of them all are just mindless creatures, Huggy being like a dog, not talking or have any form of communication, just going off code. When hungry, he gets angry and eats. When he's frustrated, he attacks. When he feels threatened, he attacks. He's just like a dog. And with the only monsters that have some form of intelligence, like Mommy being spoken and calm and almost like she is reading you. And she shows to have some form of planning until she dies, of course, but in this case, they're all alive. Same with Catnap. He can speak, and he's most likely intelligent, showing that he can make large structures and all that stuff. He's pretty much intelligent, and following the orders of the other intelligent monster, the prototype, which is the most intelligent monster and the one you do not want to find, because he's most likely not only guarded by monsters, but a monster himself. Let's say you want to try to take the John Wick route and kill the toys. There are many different metal items, machinery, and doors you can crush or use to hit them with. Going off how Huggy Wuggy was crushed by a box and fell to his death, or how Mommy was crushed in like a blender. There's many ways you could. If you just use like a plan it, and you could probably kill them. Also, since we're using logic, all of the ways they died was just pure luck. If that dude didn't run through that vent and find that box, he would never have killed Huggy, and he would have been torn apart. Your luck is probably not that good, so you can probably kill one of them, and then the next time you try to kill like Mommy or Catnap, they're gonna tear your ass apart. We're gonna have to just use simple thinking here. Now, there probably is a security room somewhere around the building, which probably contains different guns. And there, maybe you could kill them, but also, most of them kill by sneak attacking, so unless you're always watching your back, they're gonna kill you. There's really no way to just kill all them. You're not like Doomslayer. There are probably safe places in the factory you could just live in or stay away from them. There are large areas like on the walkways where like no monsters could even fit. There's probably small places that only you could fit in to keep away from them. And if you were to have a map of the area, there are many places you would want to keep away from because there's monsters that just stay in that one area. Like Catnap stays around the orphanage because that's where he was born, and second, that's where probably the prototype is around, and Mommy's around like the train station because that's where she used to be. So keep somewhere in like the main area or like probably the toy making place and you'd probably be good to go. So here's the final guide on how you should survive and how you could survive. So first, stay at like high areas, but not too high because the place is most likely broken down. So there's some places that if it falls, you're cooked. Second, stay quiet. Though these are toys, they're also like animals, so they probably get frightened or aggressive when they hear loud noises and will kill you. 3, probably carry around like a metal pipe or homemade spear to kill the smiling critters because they're small and easy to kill and probably are a good food source. 4, I think, if you sleep, don't sleep in like the open, find like a space to hide. 5th, just like I said many times, these are like animals. Do not leave blood, poop, and piss somewhere because they will follow you and kill you. Follow these basic steps and the monsters will not tear you a new ass. If you made it this far, I just want to say thank you for getting me to 100 subscribers. Also, thank you for watching this whole video for some reason. Next video is going to be about FNAF, of course, but I will be making a lot of new Poppy Playtime content and playing Chapter 2 soon. Bye.